Tying tips. Today I'm going to talk about the most basic thing and yet the most important thing of all fly tying. It's thread control. The hallmark of great tyers is having absolute thread control on every single wrap. And ironically, it's the thing I see that nobody really practices. People just want to start their thread and go and get their fly done. And so I want to show you just a simple thing about thread control, the most common error, and a way just to stop it. But you know, bobbins, we've went over this before. Whatever bobbin, you know, I hold my bobbin right here. There's no right or wrong way to do any of this thing. You know, and for that goes for virtually anything in fly tying. There's just because I do it a way, it doesn't mean it's the only way. You know, most of us that have been tying for, you know, a while have developed our own styles, and very few people ever had any instruction back in the day, and so there's a lot of different styles out there. And again, it doesn't matter as long as the application's consistent. You know, we get a lot of questions about production tying and, you know, to speed your tying up, and there's really no such thing. All it is being really consistent with your sets and doing it the same way over and over and over, so you know they're really sound, and that just speeds you up automatically. There's only so fast you can really get. So what I want to go over is just the basic of bobbins and thread control. I got this one. This is Johnny's thread, as you can see, because it's pink and you can see it. And so what I want you to see is how you set this and where you hold it. So again, I just hold mine so it's comfortable in my hand laid here. I do all that with your ring finger, and your tension is put right there. So we're going to start this, and this is what I want you to see. The most common thing I see done poorly when I'm at a tying, I do hundreds of tying seminars, and I'm always harping nice, consistent tension. And what that means is I want you to have your thread the same tension as you go around this hook every single time. It doesn't have to be super tight if it's super consistent. And what you see done wrong most often is that people, first and foremost, don't have an angle that they hold their bobbin at. They kind of move with their bobbin like this. Personally, I like to see people do a right angle where their bobbin's basically parallel with the shank of the hook, and you go around like this. And you continue the radius so you see the hook moving with that, right? And it's the same tension all the way around. But what you're not seeing is this bobbin get closer to the hook. That's the thing you have to learn not to do. You should be able to sit here and do this, and you notice the hook's going back and forth. That means it's tension all the way around. It's moving at me like this, right? But this is never getting, the distance between the bobbin and the hook shank is not changing. And now I want to show you what's wrong when you do it wrong. This is what you see people do. They get in tight like that, and then they pick up. They bring a bunch of line out, and usually on their first one they get slack in their line because they're not. So they get, and then they get built back down tight, and then you see them do this, and they go. That's not consistency. You should be able to sit here and just go around in a circle forever and never have this thing change. The tensions and the distance is the same, and the tension is the same. If you master that and that alone, your efficiency will probably double because your materials will be tight and you won't have things moving around. Your consistency and your quality will go up. Hope that helps you out.